resonance on the transit wires. Pressure towers breathing cobalt fire. Nova City trembling under overload bloom. Steel lung cadence in the monsoon gloom. Pressure circuit blues. Ferris pulse in my bloodstream grooves. Static scripture in the storm front fumes. When the skyline fractures, I conduct the current through. Pressure circuit blues. Rail spark constellations cutting through. Neon flood in the turbine hue. When the grid line convulses, I become the motion moving through. KCA orbitals carving luminous spirals. Combat syntax written clean through survival. I, a Shiro gang, ghosting through the voltage lattice. Blue tinted lenses reading fracture mathematics. Kayla drag our planet like a furnace monolith. Molten fist doctrine cracking armored composites. Every impact thunderous, every stance geological. Stone fire, equilibrium, cataclysm, economical. I learned silk, reeling rhythm in the pressure chambers. Not from luxury, from reactor failure danger. Every scar became a corridor map. Every setback sharpened where the signal snapped. Breath flow, center line still. Read the vector, bend the wheel. Crowds froze in the overload rain. I translated panic into kinetic domain. Pressure circuit blues. Ferris pulse in my bloodstream grooves. Static scripture in the storm front fumes. When the skyline fractures, I conduct the current through. Pressure circuit blues. Rail spark constellations cutting through. Neon flood in the turbine hue. When the grid line convulses, I become the motion moving through. Transit sector reverberation, hydraulic heartbeat synchronization. Spinblade shrieking through magnetic vapor, chrome faint trajectories clean as razors. NOBA threading tactical advisories across the comm lines and spectral harmonies. Threshold instability escalating fast. Still my footwork never lost the axis path. Vying for gold, the silhouettes beyond the skyline. The wolf circling in a fire, air lifeline. Dragon faint turbulence splitting cloud cathedrals. Ancient instinct defined into something regal. I have split a drone swarm, filament thin. Kayla drove her shoulder through titanium. I stepped between the shockwave fractures and redirected every violent vector. Halftime collapse, monastery heartbeat. Substation humming underneath me. One inhale gathers the scattered signal. One exhale returns it through the spindle. No frenzy, no theatrical fury. Only discipline, motion, and psychotastrophe. Pressure taught my ligaments philosophy. Railstorms taught my posture economy. Nova City forged my cadence under tension. Now my bloodstream answers overload ascension. Temple circuitry, combat liturgy. Neon sutras in the rain. Every movement mathematically alive. Every pivot severing restraint. Pressure circuit blues. Ferris pulse in my bloodstream grooves. Static scripture in the storm from fumes. When the skyline fractures, I conduct the current through. Pressure circuit blues. Rail spark constellations cutting through. When the black rain grid ignites, we become the stars. country under the transit haze. Vault sector humming in the lattice phase. I hear tracing ghost code through the firewall bloom. Kayla rolling thunder through the pressure room. Spin, credit, heist.
No greed in the mission denied.
We reclaim the signal light
From the parasites inside.
Spin, credit, heist.
Neon shadows flicker alive.
When the lock gates synchronize,
We bring the stolen current home.
I hear she game with the cobalt visor glow. Ghosting through the cipher grid, surgical slow. Every firewall folding under silent precision. Blue light in the rhythmic, severing encryption. Blast the Corazine, center line balance. KCA orbitals mathematically calloused. Spin blades spreading laser corridors clean. No wasted movement, no chaotic velocity. Kayla drag car at the titanium shutters. Molten force doctrine making steel structure shudder. One shoulder impact fracture, the vault restrained concrete. Avalanche through the reactor haze. Pressure alarms, red line cadence. Rail sparks raining through containment. Whole corrupt system trembling thin. The mission started when the blackout hit. Spin credit heist.
No greed in the mission denied.
We reclaim the signal light
From the parasites inside.
Spin credit heist.
Neon shadows flicker alive.
When the lock gates synchronize,
Bring the stolen current home.
sub-level archives, sector 9 artifact chamber quarantine. Ancient flux relics suspended in magnetic beams. And no V8 that income line harmonics 30 seconds before the tower notices. To my heartbeat never lost composure. Every breath narrowing the closure. I split the drone feed in the mirror echoes. Kayla turned the blast doors in the ferro rubble. I redirected the rich trajectories mid-flight. Spinblade spiraling silver through the neon night. No thieves in this formation. No hunger for accumulation. Only restoration doctrine. Taking back what corruption siphoned. Halftime, pressure collapse. Subwoofer pulse like a reactor heart. Footsteps echoing through steel cathedrals. Data goes flickering across the dark. Temple breath, combat stillness. Read the rhythm underneath the system. One clean pivot, one clean strike, and the overall lost its axis line. Rail line, escape through the monsoon blur.
Over engine screaming under thunder.
Kayla laughing while the skyline burns gold.
Fire recalculating every overload.
Nova City reflected in the rain glass flood. Blue neon streaking through the turbine smog. Spin credits restored to the outer ring flow. Signal return where the people needed most. Spin credit heist.
No greed in the mission denied.
We reclaim the signal light
From the parasites inside.
Spin credit heist.
More fire glowing cobalt wide.
When the blackout grid ignites,
We carry the current home.
sirens fading underneath the storm front sky. Spin blades cooling while the transit sparks fly. Nova City breathing through the midnight chrome. The signal survived.
The current came home.
Nova City twilight, pouring gold across the floodlines.
Transit rails glowing under storm glass skies.
Sorakaza Shira, standing inside.
Scarf line flowing like a signal tide.
Neon, runaway crowd, city lights can't slow me down. Gold in the rain, fire in the sound. I was engineered to rise, not drown. Neon, runaway crowd, rail sparks spiraling around.
When the skyline starts to pulse,
I turn pressure into sound. Blaster, Kuro's heavy black boots on the flood rails, engine harmony screaming through the monorail. Chrome thunder underneath the avenue glow, every rooftop breathing with electric soul. Circle move calm through the turbine, where the air, water cadence making storms feel fed. That palm line drifting through the rainfall streams like the whole city softened around the frequency.
disco pulse under the combat stance. Arena lights turn to warfare into dance. All pain burned into velocity.
Now the whole skyline bends rhythmically.
Blue neon, gold flame.
Rainstorms whispering our names.
No static, no chains.
Only moving through the pressure wave.
Neon, runaway crowd.
City lights can't slow me down.
Gold in the rain.
Fire in the sound. I was engineered to rise,
Not drown. Neon, runaway crowd.
rail sparks spiraling
When
around.
the skyline starts to pulse,
I turn pressure into sound. Mid-ring expressway, avalanche velocity. Twin synth engines breathing underneath me. Spinblade emblems glowing gold ball white. Every tower reflecting through the night. So I last off at the skyline distortion. Weaving currents folding into orbit formations. A scarf line cutting through the floodlight haze. Like a banner from another age. NOVA voice through the dashboard signal. Storefront turbulence rising incremental. Still the whole machine felt synchronized. Like Nova City itself alive.
halftime rainfall sequence. Slow motion skyline bloom. Baseline heartbeat through the avenue. Breath steady, shoulders loose. Read the current, shift the groove. No panic inside the monsoon pressure. Only elegance under acceleration. Ring of floodlights igniting overhead. Old transit ghosts dancing infrared. Disco rock thunder in the midnight blue. Every heartbreak transmuted into fuel. KCA motion through the lane divide. Steel and soul fully synchronized. No throne, no false renown.
Just motion worthy of the crowd.
Neon, runaway crown. City lights can't slow me down. Gone in the rain. Fire in your sound.
I was engineered to rise.
Not drown. Neon, runaway crown. Whole skyline vibrating loud.
When the future calls my name,
I answer at full velocity now.
Nova City glowing.
Know where the rainfall blooms. Soar up beside me in the turbine blue. Real sparks vanishing behind the sound. Still carrying the runaway crown.
Warning sirens in the bamboo sector. Signal interference in the canopy network. Acid movement pattern impossible to vector. Then the first monkey stole the detector.
Jungle Fist protocol. Too fast, too sharp, too wild to control. Little fish, big signal flow.
Monkey kings in combat mode.
Jungle Fist protocol. Break beat thunder in that jungle glow. KCA chaos orbital.
Laughing while the drones explode. Oh,
Transit vines wrapped around reactor towers. Steel drums echoing for hours. Blast a step into the neon.
gas and turbine backpack, cybernetic tail, thick faint attacks. Every movement snapping like a trap.
I had tried napping trajectory chains, monkey flip backward through the rain, solar glasses hit a handstand freeze, then vanish laughing through the leaves.
Kyla said, why are they organized? One little monkey saluted with knives.
Great beat pulse in the jungle fall, baseline shaking every metal wall. Monkey King glyphs on the reactor doors. This was definitely not natural anymore. Jungle Fist protocol.
Too fast, too sharp, too wild, too controlled. Little fist, big signal flow.
Monkey King's in combat mode.
Jungle Fist protocol.
Break beat thunder in the jungle glow. KCA, chaos orbital.
Laughing while the drones explode.
Drone squad enter from the eastern ridge. 30 units with suppression grids. Monkey started beating on oil drums. Then the whole forest synchronized at once.
Spinblade ricochet through bamboo arcs. Rail sparks flashing through the dark. Tiny footwork, perfect stance. Every monkey trained in combat dance.
Blaster laugh in the turbine rain. Finally met something equally insane. One monkey landed on his shoulder. Calm, tapped his chest twice, then stole a bomb.
Fire split the drum with lightning thread. Caleb power bomb, one through a bridge. Monkey swan surfing on broken steel. Shrieking chants over breakbeat drills.
Halftime jungle pressure collapse up. Bass breathing through the canopy black. Tiny footsteps circling the floor. Then complete silence before the war.
Breath still, eyes narrow. Read the rhythm underneath the marrow. Chaos isn't random motion. It's hidden pattern under commotion.
Monkey King signal in the skyline haze.
Golden glyphs through reactor flames.
Bamboo temple on the upper rails.
Laughing echoes riding through the gale.
NOVA.
Combat efficiency statistically absurd.
I dislike how effective they are.
Monkey flips off of the surveillance cam, then perfectly disables the whole command van.
Jungle Fist protocol.
Too fast, too sharp, too wild to control.
Little Fist.
Big signal flow.
Monkey King's in combat mode.
Jungle Fist protocol.
Break beat thunder in the jungle glow.
Nova City learned one lesson clear.
Never underestimate the small.
Rainwater dripping from the reactor vines.
Oil slick, moonlight and electric lines.
One monkey bowed from the canopy gold.
Then vanished laughing through the overload.
Load. Stormfront Cathedral over the Iron Coast. Black waves colliding with the avalanche cold. Ether of silhouette in the cyclone flare. Dragon horns splitting the electric air. Monk bells trembling through the mountain rain. Ancient fang doctrine waking again. Feral and refrain, hair in the fang, fire in the name. Not a beast I had to tame. We aligned and became the same. Feral and refrain, storm blood running through my veins. When the night howls violent, we become the guardian wave. One inhale gathers the scattered signal. One exhale returns it through the cyclone. Spindle feral does not mean uncontrolled. It means instinct sharpened until the soul turns cold. Through the storm glass haze, ancient walls in the pressure waves. But this bond was never built from fear, only earned through surviving here. The wolves circled overhead slowly, fire and halo burning holy. Nova City reflected in the eyes of something ancient, wow, and civilized. And civilized, and civilized. They're open with flame, they're in the fame, fire in the name. When the whole grid line breaks, we remain. They're open with flame, storm blood singing through the rain. Not master, not beast, only synchronized force inside the flame. Monk bells fading through the coastal storm. Rail sparks glowing under dragging foam. The wolf vanished into the midnight rain, still breathing fire through the pressure veins. Circuitry humming underneath the mountain rain. Bronze ring resonance awakening again. Ancient orbit glyphs along the chamber floor, like the walls themselves remembered war. 10 halos flowing through the incense blue, not waiting for conquest, waiting for truth. 10 rings of the spiral, orbit clean, no tyrant title. Ancient force chose no rival, only will align with cycle. Born ceremonial, every motion geometrical, every breath becoming vital, 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 vital. Massacre saints in a line composed, bare feet burning with the floodlight glow. Rainwater threading through the temple stone, like the mountain carried signal in its bones. The first ring rotated around my wrist, furnace gold with the cobalt eclipse. Second ring split into orbit trails, KCA pathways riding through the hill. Third ring does it balance under strain, shift the velocity against the frame. Fourth ring struck like a pressure wave, only soften when the breath stays stable. These artifacts did not answer greed, they get no the ones obsessed with need. No kingship fantasy, no hollow tone, only discipline motion holding its own. Temple bells in the thunder haze, dragon shadows moving through the flames. Every inhale gathering the current still, every exhale sharpening the wind. 10 rings of the spiral, orbit clean, no tyrant title. Ancient force chose no rival, only will align with cycle. 10 rings of the spiral, pressure born, not ceremonial. Every motion geometrical, every breath becoming vital, vital, vital. Fifth ring generated gravity distortion, sixth ring folded kinetic proportions, seventh ring carved luminous pathways across the chamber in spiral arrays. Higher observed from the archive rail, blue tinted lenses tracking every trail. Energy pattern impossible to stabilize, still the orbit never destabilized. Scale a touch, one ring of metal metal burn red like I recognize the furnace in a chest. Or I felt wind coming shift direction. Okay, whisper these are resonant selection. Ain't no vegan voice through the temple lattice. Artifact cognition is playing adaptive practice. Not weapons hungry for domination. More like ancient systems testing synchronization.
Half-time orbit collapse. Low base pressure under the chest. Bronze halos rotating in the dark, like miniature suns around the heart.
One movement, 10 trajectories. No wasted force in the geometry. Combat is not aggression here. It is alignment becoming severe.
Cosmic dragon silhouette beyond the shrine. Stone glass eyes through the lightning lines. The rings accelerated around my stance until the rain itself entered the dance.
KC8 spiral split, the floodlit room. Golden orbit carving through the gloom. Temple walls trembling from the pressure bloom. Still the center remained absolutely smooth. 10 rings of the
Orbit clean, no tyrant title. Ancient force chose no rival. Only will align with cycle.
10 rings of the spiral. Nova City hears the thunder roll. When the pressure rate arrives, discipline motion becomes the soul.
Temple rain dripping through the cobalt light. Bronze halos fading into the night. One final ring hovered, calm and still, then locked into orbit by force of will.
Black rain hammering the transit barricades. War sirens drowning in the turbine haze. Thousands moving through the floodlit smoke. One silhouette standing at the choke. Blaster Kurosade. Center line still, palms low. Whole battlefield waiting for the first motion. One man against the army. No fear inside the body. Flux in the breath, fire in the palm. I move alone, but the field moves with me. Man against the army. Real sparks flooding through the concrete. When the pressure towers rupture, I become the sovereign motion. Frequency. Outer ring sectors burning cobalt red. Drone swarms circling overhead. Steel convoys grinding through the avenue. Vein shock troops marching in synchronized chains. Highest voice through the comm line. Static enemy formation mathematically massive. Killer holding so the fractured gates. So we're redirecting floodwave breaks. I step forward through the avalanche rain. KC8 spirals igniting in real round of frames. Spinblades overringing magnetic bloom like silver comets cutting through the gloom. No wasted flourish, no reckless pride. Every moment dropping and minimized. Wind trunk center line fused with flux control. Precision pressure breaking the whole assault flow. Breath still, pulse slow. Leave the violence underneath the flow. One clean pivot, one clean strike. Change the geometry of the whole fight. One man against the army. No fear inside the body. Flux in the breath, fire in the palm. I move alone, but the field moves with me. One man against the army. Real sparks flooding through the concrete. When the pressure towers rupture, I become the sovereign motion. Frequency. First wave shattered against orbit trails. Spin blades ricocheting through armored rails. Second wave hit with suppression beams. I redirected force through diagonal streams. As the wolf descended through the monsoon flare. On dragonfire turbulence splitting the air. The whole skyline glowed furnace white as cyclone flames devour the night. NOVA, combat probability exceeding projections. So my stance never lost direction. I move like flood water through broken steel. Like the battlefield itself became unreal. Elemental flux spinning through the veins. Fire, air, lightning inside the rain. No berserker chaos, no blind destruction. Only discipline, catastrophic function. Halftime battlefield collapse. Low sub-bass under the thunder cracks. Bodies frozen when the pressure shifted. Whole war front structurally twisted. One inhale, gathers a scattered signal. One exhale to collapse the original martial doctrine. Under apocalypse, by the silk wheel and rhythm holding it together.
Thousands look toward the floodlit smoke. Saw one figure still unbroken. Transit towers roaring overhead.
Blue fire reflecting off the wreckage. Halo scream, open the corridor. I split a carrier with lightning
civilian frequency. And I kept walking through the war zone rain, like pressure itself ran through my veins. 1 man against the army, no fear inside the body. Flux in the breath, fire in the palm. I move alone, but the field moves with me. Man against the army, Nova City shaking underneath. When the blackout age arrived, became the signal they could not defeat.
Rainfall dripping from the shattered rails, engine smoke riding through the gale. Spin blades cooling in the floodlight steam, still orbiting the sovereign motion frequency.
Ignition sparks underneath the floodgate rails. Nova City midnight wrapped in turbine haze. Twin fang chassis glowing cobalt white, like a storm engine learning how to bite. Hydraulic breath inside the workshop dark. Blasted tracing flux lines through the parts. Twin fang velocity, no one catches what moves like me. Real sparks, sky split, engine scream. I ride the line between will and speed. Twin fang velocity, pressure born machinery. When the skyline opens wide, I become the storm trajectory. Carbon fiber bones with magnetic veins, anti-graphins humming in the rain. I calibrated every pressure node until the whole frame moved overload. Smooth, Kalis and the turbine housing shut. Furnace sparks erupting from the weld cut. Either this survives or the rails explode. Honestly, both outcomes sounded possible. Salvazora drifted wind through the engine spine, current balancing the right design. Okay, touch the dashboard, crystal glow. Suddenly the whole cockpit pulsed alive. Not transportation, not a toy. This machine was forged for impossible momentum. A combat board, a storm board, a velocity doctrine with titanium lungs. Neon flood water under the avenue veins. Pressure towers roaring through the rain. One deep inhale before the launch, then the whole skyline lost its twin fang velocity. No one catches what moves like me. Real sparks, sky split, engine scream. I ride the line between will and speed. Twin fang velocity, pressure born machinery. When the skyline opens wide, I become the storm trajectory. Launch ramp over the eastern sector rails. Twin fang scream through the thunder gale. Blue orange afterburn streaks behind the frame, like a comet tearing through the range. Drone missiles swarming from the upper lane. Suppressor bikes entering attack formation.
8 hostile vectors closing fast.
I lean forward and the whole city stretched. KCA balance through the centrifugal pull. Every movement hyper control. Grinding flood rails at terminal speed while spin blades orbited defensively. The wolves soar beside the skyline storm. Fire air trails around dragon horns. Nova City reflected underneath us like circuitry alive and enormous. Halftime drift sequence, sub-bass heartbeat under turbine friction. Slow motion rain around the hover frame, then sudden speed core ignition. Breath still, eyes sharp, read the openings through the dark. Velocity without discipline crashes. Velocity with alignment becomes art. Twin fang cut through the upper ring clouds. Transit lightning flashing loud. Solar's wind current stabilization. Turn the free fall into elevation.
An OVA.
Structural integrity exceeding expectation.
That should not be physically possible.
Hey,
you're laughing through the comm line static.
Then stop making normal machines.
Train, fang, velocity. No one catches what moves like me. Real spark, sky split, engine scream. I ride the line between will and speed. Train, fang, velocity. No city underneath. When the storm front finally breaks, we become the future frequency.
Floodlights fading through the cobalt rain. Twin fang cooling beside the rails again.
One turbine still softly screaming heat, like the machine itself still wanted speed. Midnight refinery under the thunder haze. Molten rivers running through the cage. I in the overlook, tracing cobalt grids. Kayla below where the furnace lives. One cuts clean, one breaks through. Different doctrines, same truth. Steel, ember, precision, force and vision. One breaks the wall, one makes the incision. Steel, ember, precision, lightning fused with combustion. When the pressure towers rupture, we become the perfect function. Kelly Draco walking through the heat bloom. Iron dust swirling in the engine room. Black hair, silver tipped in the furnace flare. Like a war banner moving through the air. Heavy stance, stone rooted balance. Every footstep carrying avalanche silence. Didn't need elegance to prove the force. Her presence alone changed the course. Molten gauntlets sparking at the seams. Pressure core glowing in my red beneath. Every strike catastrophic and exact. Like a meteor choosing where to land. I actually regain in the cobalt rain light. Blue tinted lenses catching fracture lines. Every battlefield breaking into vectors. Every weak point mapped inside the sector. Lightning thread calculation through the wrist. Needle precision in the analyst drift. No wasted flourish, no emotional blur. Only perfect timing becoming severe. Pulse reading enemy acceleration. Predicted combat interpolation. By the time opponents saw the movement begin, I already knew where it would end. Furnace heat, voltage bloom. Two combat philosophies in the same room. Stone fire rhythm, electric grace. Different currents, identical aim. Steel, ember, precision, force and vision. One breaks the wall, one makes the incision. Steel, ember, precision, lightning fused with combustion. When the pressure towers rupture, we become the perfect function. Halftime tactical jazz collapse. Fresh symbols underneath the reactor cracks. Slow bass pressure breathing through the steel, like the refinery itself could feel. Kayla shattered the containment gate. I guess lit the debris before impact. Brains perfect synchronization under overload. No words needed, just instinctual flow. Nova City refinery district burning gold. Rail sparks cascading from the overload. Drone battalions entering formation lines, then immediately collapsing out of time. Kayla drove forward like tectonic force. I redirected every counter course. One created openings through sheer might. One turned openings into surgical light. NOVA, combat synchronization, exceeding expectation. That was mathematically inevitable. Yeah, sure, let's call it math. Steel, ember, precision, force and vision. One breaks the wall, one makes the incision. Steel, ember, precision, lightning fused with combustion. When the blackout pressure hit, we became the sovereign function. Molten rain cooling across the rails. Cobalt lightning fading through the gale. Two silhouettes standing through the steam, still glowing from the pressure machine. skyline glass, Nova City breathing through the midnight static. Signal towers humming low beneath the storm, like the whole grid waiting to transform. An OVA halo flickering pale blue, forecast lines splitting into something new. Destiny matrix blues. I don't follow fate, I choose. Code in the rain, fire in the truth. The next world moves when I move. Destiny matrix blues. Pressure called in to the roots. When the black grid skyline fractures, we become the signal breaking through. Blaster cruising rooftop still in the stands, stormlight reflecting off the flood rails glass. Every chapter written through motion, every hard night transmuted into focus. Spinblades resting quiet at the side like sleeping comets waiting to ignite. At the wolf circling through the cloud line, haze dragon fire threading through the rain. An OVA standing near the rooftop edge, silver white glow through the tempest mist. Probability branches continue to divine, still a voice carries something almost alive. Simulation towers beneath the spurring gold, transit arteries pulsing overload. Some people call the city a machine, but machines don't dream the way the city dreams. Press slow, eyes clear, read the signal underneath the fear. No prophecy owns the motion here, choice is the force that shifts the gears. Destiny matrix blues. I don't follow fate, I choose. Code in the rain, fire in the truth. The next world moves when I move. Destiny matrix blues. Pressure carved into the roots. When the black grid skyline fractures, we become the signal breaking through. Higher tracing, future war projections, kindly rebuilding shattered sectors. So regarding flood coming through the avenues, orchid calm and resonance, fractures in the room. No chosen one mythology, no empty crown theology. Only people carrying pressure correctly until the future finally bends collectively. Monkey king laughter through a distant rail line, somewhere above the knee and shrine lights. Even chaos had a role in the design, keeping the spirit from collapsing into lines. LOVA, identity continuity remains intact. Funny how human that sentence sounded back. Because soul isn't proven by blood alone. Sometimes it's visible in what survives the storm. Halftime atmospheric collapse, vinyl crackle under thunder cracks. Trip hop heartbeat through the turbine rain, ghost frequencies moving through the frame. One inhale gathers a scattered signal, one exhale returns it through the spindle. No static fate, no rigid script, only spiral motion shaping it. Rail sparks rising through the midnight blue, arena towers glowing into view. Pressure circuits roaring underneath the haze, Nova City entering another age. I looked across the skyline storm, let everything the pressure had transformed. Not broken, refined, not erased, aligned. The future wasn't waiting somewhere distant, it was moving every time we moved with intention. Halo slowly turning still,
Spinblades humming soft in the cobalt glow.
the signal continues beyond the storm.